welcome to the Sunrises. My name is Samantha, Imasuckup, and I'm delighted to announce that the Prime Minister of Australia, the Honourable Mr. Scott John Morrespin, is doing us the honour of being in our company this morning in this very studio. Prime Minister Morrespin, thank you so very much for joining us.
Samantha, I want this to be perfectly clear. It's a pleasure to be here.
And what a privilege it is to have you here. Oh, and please call me Sam. Now, Prime Minister Morrespin, I'd like to start with your handling of the pandemic. Indeed, it is because of your superlative and single-handed management that Australia is in such an amazing position today. Would you agree?
Samantha, I would agree. I do some of my best work single-handed. Indeed, Australia has set the gold standard on the virus globally. I don't think I can be any clearer than that.
Thanks to you, we are the envy of the world, Prime Minister.
Well, I don't mean to brag, but I did tell that Chinese virus where it could barely go. Back to Wuhan, obviously.
You certainly did, Prime Minister, and without any help from that national cabinet, it needs to be said.
That does need to be said, and you said it very well, and I've said it. Look, I think the National Cabinet was a great initiative of mine. Did I mention that it was my initiative, or mine?
I'm glad that you have reiterated that, Prime Minister.
My initiative. The states and territories needed to make their own decisions, apart from obviously making that initiative, that they could make their own decisions. I don't hold the hose, and I don't hold the hose of wimpy premiers. I don't hold the hand of wimpy premiers. Most importantly, I'm not about telling people what to do, as you know very well, Sam.
Never, Prime Minister. You are always...
Oh, can you hold that mic closer? I've told you once, I've told you 100 times. I can't be any clearer than that. But even so, I tell you, it was quite a challenge. All that talk about locking down, closing borders, forcing people to wear masks, for goodness sake. Even closing schools, dinkum. And I had expressly told them that we needed to live alongside the Chinese/Victorian virus, and that schools were perfectly safe. I told them. Now, I don't think I can be any more clear than that.
Oh, you are abundantly clear, Prime Minister. Closing schools. How impertinent. Disgraceful, really.
It was, as you say, disgraceful at times, Sam. I'm not going to lie. But, I stuck to my guns. That we needed to live alongside the virus, which is why we allowed the Ruby Princess to dock. How are we going to be able to live alongside the virus without a COVID outbreak? And my plan worked, didn't it? It worked.
But yes, it did indeed. But don't you usually stop the boats?
Of course I do. I do stop the boats, Samantha/Sam. I even have the trophy to prove it. But as I'm sure I've mentioned before, and I hope you've been keeping up with all my recent press releases.
Oh, I have, Prime Minister.
Good. I'm nothing if not flexible. And this was all about living alongside that Chinese/Victorian/Dan Andrews virus.
Indeed, you are so adaptable and so clever, Prime Minister. And speaking of that Chinese Victorian/Dan Andrews virus, why do you think that China is trying now to bully us, for heaven's sake?
Well, I just don't know, Samantha. Seriously. I always try to be nice. I always try to treat people well. But the Chinese, they're just not playing nice. Not nice at all. They've breached all manner of rules
Terrible.
that I told them to follow. They've stopped talking to me and... Sorry, this is a bit tough. Now...
Prime Minister, are you all right?
Give me a second. They've stopped buying our glorious, sparkling, clean coal. Humanity.
No.
I've told them once, I've told them 1,000 times, how good is Australian coal? Bloody bunch of leaners. It's just going too far.
It is. It's an outrage. A complete disgrace, Prime Minister. But I would like now to turn to the subject of your incredible popularity, which...
Well, that's Look, I'd like to disagree with you, but it's true. I am incredibly popular. It's undeniable, and I'm not going to deny it. I'm popular. People love me.
So well deserved, Prime Minister. In fact, according to the latest Fake It News poll, I believe your popularity is now at 103%. What do you think makes you so popular?
Well, look, Sam, there's probably many things about me that add to my beloved status in the community and worldwide. But look, if I was to summarise it down to just a few points, I guess it's to do with being a dad, which I am more than once, obviously.
You are.
It's to do with charisma, which obviously I have in spades. I mean, And look, most importantly, Samantha, Sam, whatever you happen to be calling yourself at the moment, it's about action, which is what I do. I'm an action man. I do all sorts of stuff all the time, as I'm sure your viewers will have seen from recent photos and footage featured in all the key media outlets of Rupert Murdoch. Things like me climbing out of submarines and, standing looking off into the far distance on outback properties.
I have so enjoyed those photos,
in moleskins. Look, I can't believe that they actually skin moles, but anyway, that's another matter. I'm also pretty easy on the eyes, which I guess doesn't hurt. So, look, I guess if I'm to be humble, which obviously I always am, I guess it's to do with community support for all the stuff that I do, from all the key community leaders like mining magnates and the people who fabricate conduct the polls. It's really what I think it comes down to.
And you are just so photogenic. Oh, Prime Minister Morrespin, you are an inspiration. Thank you so very much for being on our show. Could I possibly trouble you for a selfie?
Well, Samantha, I'm quite busy, Sam, or whoever you are. But look,
course.
Okay, sure. Look, I love being on your hard-hitting current affair program, The Sunrise. It's fair dinkum, I do.
Oh, Prime Minister.
Oh, Sam.
Oh, Prime Minister.
Sam. Or is it Samantha?